Shark Week, we are going on the very last shark tour of the day. We're checking in.
So to check in for your tours, you need to arrive 15 minutes early to the base of the Sky Tower. You really can't miss this. It's right in the middle of the park, and then you just follow the signs to the tour welcome center. Our tour guide was amazing. She'd only been working there for 3 months, and I think she did an excellent job. She brought us over to the Shark Underwater Grill and the restaurant area at the Feed a Shark booth. This is open to the public, but it is also included in your tour. These are lake smelt that we each got a couple of, and then we were able to have about 10 to 15 minutes to just kind of feed the sharks and the rays in these open water tanks. This guy was really funny. He wanted my fish, but he kind of had to throw it in reverse, and it was really cool to see all the other sharks kind of swimming around. They didn't really care for the fish, but the rays loved it. There are hand washing stations, so you can wash your hands, and I just thought it was really cool to watch everybody feeding these animals. This is something that you don't get to do very often, especially not with sharks. So after this, we went behind the scenes. This is the behind the scenes of the Shark Encounter life support system. So this is the system that filters all of the water through the big shark tank. Here's kind of a diagram of it here, but basically these big filters are filled with sand, and they pump man-made salt water, 700,000 gallons of it, through the filters every single day to keep the water clean. I really liked this part of the tour because you got a little bit of a backstage to the roller coasters as well. And I did want to point out that on this tour, you do have to go up some stairs. So you do have to climb a couple sets of stairs just for anybody who might have mobility or accessibility issues. When we got into the building, we saw this smaller pool as well as the larger pool, which you do have to climb up another set of stairs to. And then here we are overlooking the big shark tank. This was super cool. It was a little bit noisy up there just with the pumps and stuff, but it was kind of like a white noise, so there wasn't a lot else going on. And our tour guide spent probably about 15 or 20 minutes just kind of answering everybody's questions and teaching us about everything. She's actually talking about the shark cage right now, which is used for the summer camp kids so that they can swim with the sharks in a safe way, which is super cool, I think. I loved to be able to see the people going through the tunnel. That was probably my favorite part. And then also all the sharks swimming above them. The sawfish are probably my favorite sharks that are in here. These are small tooth sawfish. There is a male and a female, and hopefully they breed. They are critically endangered, and SeaWorld Orlando is one of the only aquariums in the United States to house these. Here's just kind of an overall look of how big the pool is. It really does go through the whole length of the tunnel and everything that you're seeing. And then this was just kind of a bridge that the trainers used to walk around. The medical pool was really interesting. So they feed the sawfish in here because their mouths are on the bottom of their bodies. And then this is the shark handling equipment. So they basically, if they need to move somebody or weigh someone, they'll kind of get them in that little stretcher area. And then this is the scale that they can weigh them on. So this whiteboard was really funny. It had some funny notes on it, but basically this is how the aquarists keep track of everybody's weight and length. There are some cool notes on here, like here since 1989, or the largest fish in the park, heaviest shark in the habitat, here since 1983. So these were really, really cool to look at. These things are older than me, which is really impressive and really kind of a tribute to the care that SeaWorld gives to their animals, that they can really live so long. So then after that, we went back outside and back downstairs, where we kind of came into this really cool decorated room that's basically has cutouts of all of the shark species and kind of compares them to a human. And then in this room, we touched a shark. So we had these little sharks in this shark tank, and she kind of showed us how to two-finger touch these sharks, and it was really cool. They feel really wild. And then afterwards, we went down to the tunnel, where it was just really cool to look up and see where we had just been looking down on everyone. It's a neat experience to know we were up there. This is by no means an inclusive look at the tour. There was a lot of things that I missed and some things that I wanted to leave for you guys, but this is kind of where the tour lets out in the tunnel of the shark tank. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick overview of what the shark behind the scenes looks like. If you're a pass holder, you do get a discount on all the behind the scenes animal tours. And if you guys are here during Shark Week, I have heard that SeaWorld says that you are allowed to feed the sharks from above the big tank, but only during Shark Week. So I was here one day before Shark Week started and I didn't get to do that, but I would definitely encourage you to finish off Shark Week strong by booking this shark tour so you can feed the sharks from up above. If you'd like to take a look at the rest of the aquarium as well as the shark tunnel more in depth, I do have a video on that, and I will link that video in the description below.
So we're back where we started. That is the end of our shark tour this week. It is definitely family friendly, so if you guys are wanting to see behind the scenes of SeaWorld a little bit, that tour was very affordable. It ranges anywhere from $20 to $35 depending on the day that you choose. It was so cool. I got to touch a shark today. I got an amazing margarita. I'm having the best time. You will see us next week back here at SeaWorld Orlando. So if you guys have kids, definitely subscribe because I'm gonna be showing you everything that Sesame Street has to offer in SeaWorld Orlando, and it's pretty extensive. You can spend quite a long time in there, and the parade is back. So we're gonna see the opening of that parade. But with that being said, this day is done. Welcome to Shark Week. Please celebrate this at SeaWorld Orlando. There are a ton of things happening. I will link everything down below for everything that I mentioned. And for you guys who are in San Antonio, we did do a shark tour last year at SeaWorld San Antonio. I will link that video down below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.